racist, and like why do they want to make you feel bad? Is it like because they're disgusted by us, or are they like virtually perfect, like to themselves? Do they think that they're perfect, so they scorn us, or like are they just insecure, so they want to project their insecurities onto us? Like,
you're asking a question and you're also giving me all the beautiful answers, most smartest answers. So your question is, in this generation, why we feel that people are racist? Are they disgusted by us, or they think they are perfect beings? They're projecting their insecurities, all of that. All of that is there. Because it has become a global village, and we are very well connected to people around in the society, and it is very easy to finger point to someone else and say he or she is bad, or this is a certain caste. This is within the people, even from generations. People have been divided into tribes, and when you read Sira as well, you'll find out that they would pick on a small issue and they'll fight among themselves. But since there was no social media, so something happening in one town somewhere would not affect people living in another town. The news would travel after a long time. But nowadays, it's just one click away. And then, obviously, it is projected a lot. Like, when you go to malls, let's say if you're not concerned about the body image, so what will happen? All those fancy, expensive products that they're selling to you in the name of improving your looks and having this liner and this thing and this skincare, they will all go away. So all those industries which are cashing on these things, they wouldn't let you be. They want you to be sucked in by that pressure. But we have to be smart enough. Like even when I go and eat somewhere, let's say I go out with my family, and then I tell them this is what I want, and they immediately say in a very brisk manner, ma'am, if you buy 4 pizzas and this much burgers and this much fries and this is the package and this, and you will be able to save money. And they say it in such a zoom speed. I remember a few years back, I thought, okay, I'm going to save money. So I said, okay, theek hai, give us this package. But when the food came and we tried to distribute, we thought we ran out of things that we wanted. We got those things that we did not want, and we had to spend extra money to get the things that were missed out. So now what I tell people is, whenever they give me a package or they offer me, if you buy one and you get this and you get these 2 and these chairs, and no. I'll spend the money that I need to spend, and I only get the thing that I need to get. Thank you so much for your offer. And I tell myself, I'm going to be not dictated by anything which is just something which is going to be projected onto me. So that's what you have to do.
How do you make it affect you less? Because it still hurts when someone calls you a coolie or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I add mine as well?
Yeah, sure.
It's body complexion, or for us it was height. That people will like, when I was young, then people used to call, oh, you are such a short stature, you won't be able to do this. I remember in one of the marriage, I went there, and I was, from myself, I was looking so beautiful. And one of my cousins, she came and she said, do you not want to get married? You are still so short, and we all are grown up. So that means you don't want to get married, you are not growing up. But I was like looking, it's not in my hand, like I can't do anything. So, and few of families they were always calling her, so she's choti dunya, she's like, among the small children, she's not growing up. So it just, as she said, it hurts a lot, and it haunts you throughout your life.
Yeah, it does. We are definitely affected by all those punching remarks that come our way. There is no denial about that. But are other people in your control? Yes or no? No. People will come, people will honk at you, people will finger point to you, people will say nasty things to you, and they'll go away laughing. For that, you have to have strong emotional boundary. Who cares? I only care about those people who are nice and gentle and who understand me. And yes, if they want to point out something to me, they do for the right thing. But if they tell me, you're looking like this, and tum moti ho gayi ho, tum patli ho gayi ho, look at your eyes and look at this and look at that, I don't care about such people. They are not sincere with me. What I do is, I put a barrier over there. It's like, no zone. You are not coming near me. I just talk to them मौसम का हाल. How's the weather? What are you doing? What kind of activities? I don't engage deeply with such people who talk to me like that. I'm courteous, but I maintain my distance. They're all my best buddies. I have some friends like that who had been over years sabotaging me. They had been actually stabbing me. They had been actually telling me you're horrible in your voice. And then suddenly one day a lady came to me, oh, I love your voice, the way you deliver it. And I'm like, really? How come this one friend of mine, a buddy of mine told me, God, your voice, like voice of a crow. And I'm like, why am I listening to her? Let me listen to those people who like my voice. And if there's something about my voice that I need to change, let me work on it. Let me work on the quality of it.
It's bullying.
Yeah, I know. I know people bully. So what do? If you get frustrated and you start crying and you lower your self-esteem, why? Why not look at someone who is like helping us develop and ignore those people?
एशियंस पीपल जो है ना हमारे एरिया पकान के उनको कम्प्लेक्शन से प्रॉब्लम है. इतना सा बच्चा होगा ना तब से शुरू हो जाएंगे माँ है ना. ये इवन जैसे क्लास फेलो क्लास में मेरी बच्ची थी वो ज़रा फेयर कम्प्लेक्शन की है पठान फैमिली से है. स्पेशली वो आगे आगे भी नहीं बच्ची को ही बोलना कि तुम इस तरह तुम्हारा है तुम खूबसूरत नहीं हो. हर वक्त यानी कि ये स्टैबिंग करना बच्ची आगे नहीं जारी पहले पेरेंट्स को बताएगी.
बिल्कुल ऐसे
तो
ही.
यानी हम लोग तो वो एक्सपर्ट्स नहीं है जो हमें जब जितना हमारा दिमाग काम करता है हम लोग उनको गाइड करते हैं. इवन तो कि छोटे छोटे बच्चे आके आई फ्रॉम इंडिया इंडियन अगर उनका डार्क कम्प्लेक्शन है तो क्या है यानी इसमें यानी कि अगर डार्क कम्प्लेक्शन है तो वो इंडिया से है और अगर फेयर है तो पाकिस्तान. यही बच्चों की मेंटालिटी बता रही बड़ों की तो एक बात ही छोड़ दें. तो इससे बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा सफ़र करते हैं.
पता है क्या वी लेट देम सफर ना. अब ये जो हमने बात की है व्हेन यू सेड कि जी इंडो पाक में ये प्रॉब्लम है. देखिए देयर इज अ रेसिस्ट वे और फिंगर पॉइंटिंग वे एवरी सोसाइटी. हमारी सोसाइटी में ये सर नहीं बना, कलर कैसा है, नाक किस पे है, स्टफ लाइक दैट. Last year I was in USA. वहाँ पे they saw me in a abaya and somebody shouted and screamed, "Oh my God, there is a terrorist here." तो कहते हैं, I was enjoying the weather, I was enjoying the birds, I was enjoying the colors, I was enjoying my family. Doesn't matter. I immediately thought of Sira. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was pointed, ridiculed. What did he do? Did he give up on what he was supposed to do? No. And you know what makes you beautiful is when you do wuzu, when you have gratitude in your life, when you have peace inside. You will come across people who are apparently from the worldly perspective not very good looking, but since they are very practicing, you will be so deeply attracted to them. So that makes you beautiful.
In a lot of countries like Paris and like some European countries, over there you're not allowed to wear hijab. If you wear hijab, they're gonna like shoot you and design this and stuff. So
Don't live in those countries. Simple phenomena.
then what if you go for like this?
Don't go there. I wouldn't want to go to a country where they don't respect me. I will only go to those places where I'm respected as an individual for my own identity. Because I'm proud of my identity. So if you have an identity, I also have an identity. I don't want to study there. I don't want to go to those places. I'd rather think about Jannah. That's the place which is my target. My target is not those countries where they want to see women in hijab.
Can I add with the previous point, when like we were saying among like cousins or among the fellows or among that there is someone who's very dark or someone who's very short. So how I came over it is that, now again, maybe in my cousin's batch or my friend's batch, maybe I would be the shortest. But then when I look around, I see that I am the one who they want to come to share something. I'm the one who they want to discuss problems, and I'm the one who they love the most. They are like calling me that when are you coming?
Yeah, because you develop yourself as an individual. Okay, so never be bogged down by or pulled down by any of those comments. Tell yourself, if I develop myself, they are all going to follow into my footsteps. That's the most important thing that you have to work on. Your own personality. one of my colleagues once shared with me was, if you're going through a distressing time and it would be related to body image, increase your healthy activities 10% rather than going into depression 50%. So you increase your exercise, you increase your skincare, your self-care, your relationship, healthy relationship within the family, your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your gratitude, your sabr, your emotional intelligence. You have so many areas to work on rather than just sitting and thinking about, oh my skin, oh my color, oh my scarf, oh people just hit me for my hijab. I don't care. That's the attitude we need to have.
I just wanted to add a point about A was storytelling to younger kids.
Yes, storytelling to younger kids.
Because my mom growing up told us really good stories which pointed to the hadith, which was Allah looks upon your hearts, not at your appearance.
Yeah, stories should not be Rapunzel, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella.
No, that doesn't matter much. My daughter had advanced retraction syndrome over the eye. Kids were at a time making fun of her. I think it could help another parents, not me right now. So how to cope up with that?
Yeah.
Physical problem that is going to be with her for the rest of her life. Because color combination, it can be get better with the time, but this thing it won't.
Yeah. This is very important question. You know, body image problem, especially if you have a special need. You know, our society is very intolerant towards special needs.
She used to complain that kids are making fun of her
Yes.
eyes.
Just recently, in the classes in Pakistan that I conduct for children, so we have this very intelligent boy who also have a problem with his eyesight. Some of the boys, they made fun of him, and not once, twice, thrice, many times. So I actually went to the class, and thanks God that day that brilliant student was absent. So I actually gave a big thrashing to the rest of the boys in a very pleasant manner. But I did tell them, I said, you know, I'm really disgusted by your behavior and I'm so ashamed of it. And remember one thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to let go of this. You will all be held accountable for how you're talking. And I would tell you as a mother that if you feel that there are kids in the classroom environment who are becoming bullies or pointing out, you should take permission from the authorities and go and address it with the rest of the class and actually teach them. If I'm in your shoes, I would make it into a mission for myself that I would go to different schools and I would talk about it, that how hurtful it is for the kid as well as for the parents.
हमारे बच्चों के स्कूल में लास्ट ईयर a few years back एक बच्चे ने suicide कर ली थी because he was so fat and all the other kids were making fun of him.
Yeah.
That
So I saw this. This was I think 2016 or like not some recent year, like past 3 years. So it was on a meme basically. So there was this guy, he was going like Islam is oppressive, and then the Sheikh guy came and said, and showed the bar graph and he said, what do you think now? And then the atheists, there were lots of suicides. Christians, Jews, there were lots of suicides, but the Muslims were the lowest down. They're on the bottom. Like no suicide rate.
Yeah, because our deen tells us we are beautiful in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should be working toward that. The stronger relationship you have, I will tell you ultimately, apart from all the techniques that we've talked about, the best solution is your connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That makes you so special. I always get this special feel. Wow, I have a special connection with him. I can talk to him. He will protect me. He loves me. I don't have to feel threatened about his love. I can share any thought with him. And even if I don't share, he knows what I'm thinking. I'm like this close with him. So it's an awesome feeling that you need to practice.
I just want to share, like being short, like people will like comment on you, like you are short, like that. Basically, like since I am the shortest in my family, but I always take it positive, you know, like I'm working as a teacher. Like grade 3, now the boys, they are on my height. Teacher, they are telling, teacher, you are same of height of mine. I will tell, yes, I am short. Who created me? And I will ask them, so tell Allah. Who created you? Then he said, Allah. Do you think that Allah is imperfect? No. He created me and He created you.
Yeah.
He has wisdom on you. So you have to be accept whatever, and like especially if you feel bad, like kids are saying like that, I cannot, because when I was asking for the promotion, like that my management is to say, not only directly they will tell you are very short for the, like, you are okay for the KG, not for the higher grades. But subhanallah, like years passed, that now I'm going even for the grade 6 in American school. They are much higher than me, but still, mashallah, they respect me. This is
Mashallah.
how you
Exactly.
take yourself, you know.
Exactly. Jazakallah for sharing your story. I also feel that when someone makes a remark on your body image, anyway, height, color, you should tell them, you know what, this is hurtful and this is hurting, and I would really respect you if you stop making these remarks. We should tell them. We should not like shout or scream or insult them in any way, but say in a real genuine way. And if someone makes fun, you say, you know, I would want you to actually go home and think about it.
Then they will say sorry. No.
Yeah, they would say sorry. And if someone says, oh, I was just kidding, tell them, next time please don't kid like that. This is a bad joke. And I do not appreciate this joke, and I would not like to create this joke about anyone. Like, you know, when we don't take that right space where we should, then the problems is more. So I'll take the last comment of our young, brilliant girl, and then we'll wrap up the session.
So I am the second smallest in our year group. So my friend, I have this friend, she's taller than me. She puts her hand on my shoulder and she says, I have long, like, I really wanted to do this and now I have met someone shorter than me. I'm like, okay, yeah, because I found it nice as well. But then when this other girl in the class that I am not exactly friends with, so she came, she remarked it, and I just stared at her, and then the look on her face, it kind of looked like she realized that that was not the right thing to say to the right person.
Good, excellent.
Can't change people's comment, but we can change ourselves. So if someone is hurting sometime, then we should know that we should never pass any comment like this to someone else.
Yes.
So that thing what we can correct in ourselves. And for this I always, remember that hadith that when Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anhu, she said about Hazrat Safiya that she's like this.
Yeah.
She only
Pointed.
She didn't even say something. But the Prophet ﷺ said that you have said something that can make all the ocean sour. Like it hurts that much. So at least for ourselves, we can say that we won't say anything, or we won't say anything about anyone's appearance, or we won't assume.
Absolutely. We should not say, okay, same goes for you. You're also equally ugly. We should not. We should say it's hurtful, and we should never say anything like that to anyone. Let's create that culture over here, okay? So may Allah bless you. Yeah.
Last thing I want to tell, I have a friend and she is very fat, she is short and she is dark colored, and all the parameters जो सब लोग समझते हैं कि it's like not beautiful, she's like that. She's married, and once she told me like she has such a beautiful heart and her manners are so good, और वो इतनी अच्छी इंसान है कि उसने मुझे एक दफ़ा she confided with me and she told me कि her husband, he tells her कि मेरा दिल चाहता है कि मैं रोज 2 रकत शुक्राने के पढ़ूं कि Allah gave me
a wife like you. Yeah. If I have someone who's very beautiful and very famous and everyone is looking at her and she is like my best buddy, but she is very poisonous or notorious, what would happen? Would I like her? No. We only like those people who have a good heart and good personalities. So let's become one of those. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.